Hey dolls and friends, welcome back and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Amber Michon and I do weekly DIYs using majority of Dollar Tree or other affordable items. But if you're not new, hey doll, hey! So in today's video, I'm sharing with you guys some Mother's Day DIY gift ideas, and I know you guys are gonna love it. With Mother's Day just around the corner, I thought, why not share some Mother's Day ideas for you guys, especially for those last minute sentimental gifts that we want to give. So I really hope you guys do enjoy this video. Also, this video is sponsored by Every Plate, which is a meal kit delivery service that comes straight to your door. They portion out everything for you and it is super affordable. Every Plate is being hailed as America's best value meal kit, and I could not agree more. This service is truly beneficial for busy families and mamas like me. More on that in a bit, but for right now, let's go ahead and jump into the DIY.
Okay, so for this DIY, I am taking this shadow box sign from Dollar Tree and some of their florals. So the first thing I did was remove the inside of this shadow box. Then I painted the frame using my plaster chalk paint, and I decided to sand down the frame first so that way I can get more of a better the paint could stick better to it, basically is what I'm saying. So I just painted the outside of it and I gave it 2 coats. Then I cut down my florals. I just used the hot pink ones and then one like blush rose, and I just put a generous amount of hot glue on it and then just placed it inside of the box. So what you're seeing me do is cut down the stem part. So I wanted it flush onto the cardboard, basically. And yeah, I just put it all in there. You can put as many or as little as you want in there. And I just really love that blush colored one kind of standing out, being the lone one. Then I took some greenery pieces that I had on hand and just started breaking those down and then putting them randomly inside of my roses. Put the frame back in and then pulled out the rose petals that were kind of stuck down in there. But it was missing something, so I took this pearl wrap that I got from Dollar Tree and decided to hot glue it around the frame. And I really think this brought it all together and made this look so fantastic for a Mother's Day gift. It is so pretty. I really love the added touch of this pearl wrap. And all I did was put a little bit of hot glue on the corners and where it was kind of sticking up, as you can see, because the hot glue kind of seeped out. It's not like an enclosed like pearl wrap. It's kind of like burlap where it kind of comes through. And so I was just trying to pick it up so it wouldn't look crazy. And then for the top part of the frame, I just cut it down where I got 2 rows. That's all that fit on there, and just hot glued that down as well. And that's it for this one. So pretty. I love the bright pink colors of these roses, but you can do white, you can do red. I think it's just really, really pretty. And as I mentioned, this video is sponsored by Every Plate, which is a meal kit delivery service that comes right to your door. It's perfect for the busy family, and your options for meals can please just about anyone. Once you log on to your account, you choose your plan, and then the food gets delivered right to you. And your meals are pre-packaged and portioned out specifically for the count of people that you have selected. It's pretty perfect. I mean, Every Plate seriously makes home cooking easy and affordable and much cheaper than the alternative to fast casual dining. The meals are ready in 6 simple steps with easy to follow recipe cards, so that makes it stress-free. And the best part is that all of the recipes come together in about 30 minutes. Definitely faster than going to the grocery store. Definitely for me.
I seriously do enjoy Every Plate because it does all of the meal planning, shopping, and prepping for me, and it takes all of the time out of guessing what I'm going to cook. All I do is just pick the recipes that look good on my account, and then they send me all the ingredients. So there are 17 recipes that I can choose each week, and I can swap proteins, swap veggies, swap even sides just to break up what we are eating every week in our recipes, and we are good to go. Every Plate makes it easy and affordable to cook hearty, delicious, family-pleasing meals, and I have 2 small boys, so they are super kid-friendly. So if you are interested in this super affordable meal kit delivery service, go ahead down to my description box below. There you will find the promo code and the link so you can experience full plates and fuller wallets with America's best value meal kit. All right, how is it? It's yummy? What do you like? The pasta's good? Is the pasta good? Or is the chicken good? Chicken?
I don't eat like pasta.
What? All right, dolls, let's get back to the DIY.
For this next DIY, I'm taking this Decor house from Dollar Tree as well as their Shine Bright calendar. Now, I picked up a bunch of these when Dollar Tree had them in, and I haven't used a lot of them. But anyways, I took out the March one only because I liked that the florals were all together. Basically, I just liked that it was a cluster of florals. On the other pages, it just wasn't. So I tried to remove the backing of the house and it just all fell apart on me. And then I started to remove the paper on the other pieces and it all just kept falling apart. Anyway, so I just cut out the bottom part where the florals were, or the top part, and then traced out the house frame and then just cut that down. I lost a little bit of footage of me cutting down the rest of it and then gluing it on. All I did was use a glue stick to glue it on and just tried to line it up to where it looked most natural as one picture on here. And I just glued it down with my glue stick, like I said. After that was done, I actually took some wood letters from Dollar Tree to spell out mom and painted those using my white chalk paint. After they were dry, I just hot glued them on to the front of this house frame and then hot glued the frame. I hot glued it onto the back of the house and then hot glued the frame back onto the front. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Once it was all together, I took my sanding block from Dollar Tree and sanded down the paper that was kind of hanging over. And then I thought I was done, but it needed something more. So I took the rest of the pearl wrap that I had from the previous DIY and was just trying to position it the way that I thought it looked really pretty. So I decided to hot glue it onto the front so that way it kind of is like a sash in front of the house. And then decided to also hot glue some more strips along the perimeter. What am I saying? Along the perimeter, the frame of the frame. You guys don't talk. You can see what I'm doing. It's just right here on the front. I'm just hot gluing it on the border. There we go. Border of the house frame. And after that was done, that is it for this one. I think it's really, really pretty. I love the pop of the florals on the background, and I think it is just stunning and something I know any mom would love to receive for Mother's Day. Next up, we're making these 2 gorgeous vases. So from Dollar Tree, you're going to take 2 of these vases. Now, I already had these on hand, so you can use whatever you want to use. So the first thing I did is take off the tags on the bottom, and then I am using my chalk paint. This is Rust-Oleum's linen white chalk paint. You guys know I ran out of my Waverly chalk paint and I was at Home Depot one day and I just decided to go ahead and buy this. It'll probably last a lot longer and wouldn't clunk up on me at the end like the Waverly, and I really, really love this color. So I did 3 coats of this paint on both of these jars, and then I used my Cricut to cut out a couple of phrases. The first one says, "Mommy established 1985. I still call my mom mommy. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't think that I'll be too old to not call my mom mommy. So I put that on the first one and then put established 1985 because that's when I was born. I'm her firstborn, so I thought that that would be really cute. And then on the other vase, I put Nana established 2010 because all of my mom's grandchildren call her Nana, and her first grandchild, my nephew, was born in 2010. So I just really love the personalization of this. Again, you can put whatever you want. If you don't have a cutting machine or a Cricut or Silhouette, anything, you can still use like Dollar Tree stencils, Walmart stencils, Hobby Lobby Michael stencils, rub-on transfers, whatever you want. But I really love this, and my mom's favorite color is pink. So that's why the theme of this video is all like pink and white. But I think they're really cute. After I put that on there, the transfer tape that I had kind of pulled up some of the paint. So I just took my finger sander and just started to distress the rest of the bottle just so that it can match. I wasn't trying to figure out how to like spot paint around the mistakes. So, you guys know me, I take the oopsies and I just work around it and figure out what works best with it. Next, I took this wired jute that I picked up from Dollar Tree a while ago, and these bows that I got from Amazon. I'll have that linked in my description box below. And all I did was just wrap around the bottleneck of each of these vases. And I just kind of went all the way down. And actually one of these wired jute cords was enough for both of these. And then I just chose the bow that I wanted and then hot glued that onto the front. And I just took off the tail for one of the bows because it was just too long and it was just too much going on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I absolutely love these bows. I think they're so cute, and the pearl on it just matches with the last two DIYs so much. These are so, so pretty. Next up, I am making this really cute like farmhouse heart. So from Dollar Tree around Valentine's Day, I had this heart plaque and then some stencils I got from Dollar Tree a few weeks ago. So the first thing I did is covered up the front of my heart with brown craft paper. I am not one to try to sit there and sand down some glitter. I'm just not going to do it. So I'd rather just cover it up and use the back side. It's so easy. So after I covered it up and then took off my tag, I painted the heart with my hazelnut chalk paint, and I did 2 coats of that. I then took my white chalk paint and painted on the outside of the heart because there were some like streaks of red on there. So I don't know really what happened to that, but I just painted the outside of that so it can look finished. Once I was done, I took the stencil that I chose from the pack. I just cut out the square and used a stipple brush and my white chalk paint again and just stippled that on there. Now I messed this heart up just a little bit, and I was actually really bummed out about it because I really love this stencil. You guys know me, I like my busy backgrounds a little bit. It was a little bit too busy, but I messed it up because my paint actually drizzled onto this heart. So I tried to like wipe it up, but it just kind of smeared it and it really messed it up a little bit. So I tried to save it, but it just didn't work. But anyways, moving on, after everything was dry, I took my rub-on transfer stickers or my rub-on transfer letters that I got from Dollar Tree, cut them out to say thank you, Mom, and just applied them. You guys know with rub-on transfers, you just take the white film off, you put it on where you need it, and then you rub it on with like a card, your fingernail or whatever, and then take off the clear film. After that was done, I took my finger sander to sand it down just a little bit, give it more of a farmhouse look. And then I have these bows again from my pack from Amazon. And then I also bought a pack of keys from Amazon. I think it was like less than $10. It's like so many keys. I don't even remember how much there are. Anyways, I just took 2 of them. I fished some jute through the top of them and then tied them to the back of the bigger bow that I have, and then hot glued that smaller bow to the left on top of the bigger bow. And then I hot glued that bow combination down to the heart at the top where it was kind of a void space. I think I was trying to hide like a little bit of my mistakes and everything. If I had to do this again, I would probably just paint the heart white. You guys hear my dog? She's like coughing over there. I would probably just paint it white and just have it, that way. But I still think it's really pretty. I love the keys and I love this bow with that pearl again. It goes really, really good with everything else. Next, I'm making this really pretty, super easy basket. So from Dollar Tree, this square basket, I had this like lace ribbon from Dollar Tree. I just measured out to see how wide the ribbon was, to see how many of the bamboo rows I needed to cut down, and it was 3. So all I did was just cut little pieces at a time, where I just did in and out. And it is so pretty. I love this. It's so easy. And I really love like the color contrast to this on this light brown basket, this dark burlap, and then this white lace ribbon. I think it is so pretty. And to just give it a little bit more, to make this like whole basket thing for Mother's Day, like a whole gift you can give. After I cut down the ribbon and then hot glued it to the inside of the basket, I took this wood heart that I had. I think I got this from Michael's. I know it was $1, but I can't really remember where I got it from. Anyways, I painted that white using my chalk paint, and then I hot glued a dowel rod onto the back of it on like a diagonal like kind of look on it. I was going for something different where you can stick this into this basket with all of these gifts. The cute little phrase I chose was Happy Mother's Day. I just cut that out using my Cricut, and I just chose a Happy Mother's Day saying that was already in design space. And then I just applied that to the front of the heart. And then after that, I just added another bow, and that is it for this combination. So pretty. Just added some burlap inside of the basket, and this is how everything looks together in the basket. So pretty. I love this, and I know my mom is going to absolutely adore all of these things for Mother's Day.
Alright dolls, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be blessed, stay safe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye! Yes, I am in a hotel room, currently in Chicago for work. Remember when I said I would be working a whole lot and have to travel a whole lot? Well, you guys came with me this time. It is what it is. And no boys. The boys haven't really been with it lately. When they see me, like I feel like I always say, when they see me doing my intros, if they're upstairs, they'll run and just come. But a lot of times now, they just kind of want to scream in the camera, especially Caleb. And Isaiah just wants you to hear his voice off of camera and then press the button to stop the record. That's all. Maybe next week. We'll see.